Hi you guys, how are you all? I hope that you are all doing well. My apologies for not uploading last week. As most of you know, I don't do YouTube as like a full-time job. I have a normal job, and so usually I try and film on the weekends or when I have free time, but I just didn't get around to it last week. So apologies for that, but I'm back this week with a bit of a different video under the guise of a get ready with me. But I thought I would just talk with you guys about kind of like where I'm at, where my channel's at, how I'm feeling about everything, because I think I've been feeling a certain way for a while now and I haven't really like taken the time to dive into it. And I feel like the past few months I've been just like thinking about everything a lot more and really trying to get to the heart of the issue, because if I'm being 100% honest, I've been feeling a bit of a disconnect with YouTube and the clean beauty industry. I've been trying to figure out where that's coming from. So I thought today we would just have kind of like an open and honest conversation about where I'm at right now. I'd love to know, what your thoughts are with the stuff that I'm saying. If you guys have maybe been feeling a similar way, but I'm gonna just be applying makeup while I'm talking so I can get ready with you guys. So I have a nice cup of tea, which I invite you all to get one because I'm sure this will be a longer video. And then I'm gonna be applying makeup and probably not talking that much about it. It's all products that I've used before, but I will list everything that I'm using down below so you guys can check it out if you're curious about what a certain product is. I am going to be using the Westman Atelier foundation. Now this doesn't have a very inclusive shade range, so down below I'm going to actually be listing the Vapour Luminous stick foundation, and if you guys know of any other stick foundations that you enjoy, leave them in the comments, but I have this one so I'm trying to use it up. So I'm just going to put my now very long bangs behind my ears. So I wanted to talk to you guys because, like I said, I've been feeling, like a certain way for a while now, where I just am unsure of how to approach my channel. And this started even pre-quarantine. I think I just had like wheels turning in my head where I was like, when I first started making videos about clean or conscious beauty, whatever you want to call it, it was a long time ago at this point. And, there were people who were talking about it, I'm sure, but I didn't know of anyone. And I felt like, gosh, I wish someone was making this content because it would be so much easier to navigate product choice and, like what product to start with and all of that if someone just made it easy. Because I've always been someone who loves the beauty industry. I just have, even from a young age. I loved beauty, I loved packaging, I loved learning about makeup application, and when YouTube came around, gosh, it was like totally hitting the jackpot in terms of all of the beauty content, getting to see like incredible products used, getting to see makeup artistry. And so I obviously gravitated towards that content. And when I sort of like went through a phase of my life where my health wasn't at its best and I started really evaluating, how I could make improvements, I started to discover clean beauty, and I felt like the content that I was watching on normal beauty no longer really resonated with me because I wasn't very interested in those products. I was interested in a whole other set of products that no one was talking about. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to pick a foundation that at that point in time like wasn't even available in normal retailers to try if I have no, no knowledge, no way to go about, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So I started my YouTube channel with that intent, like, let me create the content that I wish was out there. So I think for a long time it felt like really authentic, and it just felt like really purposeful, right? Like it felt like I was doing something that was fulfilling to me, and I felt like I was helping people and educating people. And in the past year and a half, we've really seen the wellness and clean beauty industry just blow up, which is great. It's awesome. It means more people are paying attention. It means more people are asking for transparency in their ingredients. And I'll never be upset about that. I think that's incredible. I think that because of it blowing up, there's also been a real shift in what it means to be a content creator in this clean beauty space, what it means to be a brand in this clean beauty space. And I think I am feeling challenged by that shift. I feel like as a content creator, there's this immense pressure right now to, be the first to get a review up about a product or always have the latest and greatest in your collection. And in my opinion, that's really not sustainable, and that's not really what clean beauty is or should be about. It should be about really just making informed choices, even if you're choosing not to use the brands that a clean beauty YouTuber or content creator is talking about, just making an informed choice and knowing what's in your product. And I think there is so much excitement around when something new launches, and I get that excitement too. I just feel like as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that like the rate at which we're consuming is not sustainable, obviously, and doesn't lead to any sort of real happiness. And these, some of you are probably like, duh, of course, I've known this for years. And I think I have too, but I don't think I've fully understood like how I've been a part of that cycle and how my videos, regardless of how you want to put it, I'm talking to you about products that you potentially might want to buy. And that's fine. And I don't think we all need to stop buying products and boycotting beauty. But what I never want to fall into is the category where you feel like all I'm talking about are products that you need and that I'm selling this lie to you that like with this product your life will be better. Because in reality, that is so far from the truth and just so far from the truth of wellness in general, which is the whole reason I kind of started my channel, just to talk about like transparency in ingredients and how like even if you just start with your makeup, it'll filter out into other areas of your life. And like that's honestly where the real changes matter, right? Like it is important and wonderful to know what's in your product, but if you are investing all your money in clean beauty, you don't have money left over to buy groceries at a higher price that might be organic or non-GMO, like that is not worth it. You should not be doing that. And I just feel like marketing campaigns recently for a lot of clean beauty brands are like, we are selling wellness to you. And the reality is you cannot buy wellness. There are so many things that you can do in your everyday life that can help you feel well or be well. But clean beauty or clean skincare doesn't necessarily have to be one of those things. And I think like maybe that's a controversial point, and like I've built my whole channel on talking to you guys about clean beauty because I believe in it. I use it every day. It's something that I'm super passionate about. But like I said, at the end of the day, like I would rather you not watch my content, not buy any products, skincare or makeup related, and spend that money on like the food that you're buying or, like buying an online class where you can learn more about ingredients or put that towards education. I just think there's so much money that's spent on products, and I'm at a point in my life where I'm feeling conflicted, where I'm like, how can I endorse spending, $45 on a product when like that money could go towards something that has real value? I feel like there's so many layers to this. I think being a woman in our society is tough, I think, and that's not news to anyone. I think that we're told that so much of our value is in the way that we look, and we're told that we need all these tools, all these products to make us look a certain way. And it's just such a distraction from what is so important, which is that your value lies in yourself, in, your personality, your intelligence, that is your value. It has nothing to do with the way you look. And so I don't know if I'm going to be able to like connect the dots through all of the tangents that I'm going to have in this video. I feel again conflicted with having a channel that solely centers around makeup and beauty and buying the latest greatest product, when that's not something that like I want to perpetuate to anyone who's watching. Because although for me makeup is fun, makeup is a way to express myself, makeup is a way where I feel like pretty, which I could unpack again. Like, why do I feel like I need makeup to feel pretty? These are all things that are going through my head, but I just never want my channel to be a place where I'm endorsing the idea that what I'm talking about is a necessity, or that you need to buy something, or that with this product you will, be the happiest person in the world, because that's not the case. And I think that, you know, you can enjoy beauty, you can enjoy makeup, and you can also develop other facets of your life. And so I feel like I'm kind of at that place right now where I'm saying, like, I'm certainly not a one-dimensional person. There's not one thing about me. And I don't know if I want my channel to be so one-dimensional anymore, where I'm only talking about beauty products. I think I subscribe to those channels and I find enjoyment from them. But I feel like for the place where I'm at in my life, I don't know if having my channel just be solely beauty content is beneficial work for me right now, and for like finding my purpose and like feeling fulfilled. Because like I said, when I initially started, I found so much fulfillment in educating people about products that they might not have access to otherwise. And I think it's still really important that information be accessible. I just think this clean beauty industry is much more saturated with that information now, and I almost feel like it's time for me to step back and figure out, like, okay, what's the next thing that makes me feel purposeful? Which is honestly like a bit of a scary thing to think about, because I've really built this whole platform on clean beauty, and I don't think I'll ever stop talking about clean beauty. Like I said, it's something that I use every day. It's something I believe in. I'm always happy to give people product suggestions or help them try and find an alternative if they're looking for that. I feel like where I'm at right now is trying to figure out like what for me is like the next purposeful step for my channel. So I love channels that dedicate, you know, their time to clean beauty. I think that's so wonderful. I think that's so important. And for me, that was fulfilling for such a long time. It's just a personal decision and a personal feeling where that doesn't feel as fulfilling to me as it used to. And so I think that's where I'm struggling right now and trying to figure out, like, how do I make content that still feels authentic to me and where I'm at right now. And I feel like change is always hard. Like, you know, I've spent so many hours, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on like building the community that I have here on YouTube, on working on my channel. And it does feel like a little bit scary, like, okay, well, how do I shift gears from something that's really familiar to me? But I think that's kind of like what I'm trying to figure out right now. And I'm trying to figure out how to make content that feels really authentic to me in this moment. I feel like quarantine just like quadrupled any feeling that I was having before about this, because there are just so many larger issues going on, and I just am having a hard time getting into a space where, like, one, I want to talk about beauty, and two, it's not my everyday life anymore. Like, I'm working from home, so for me, you know, like putting some brow gel and mascara in is about all the makeup that I'm wearing. So, you know, to tell you guys that, you know, I'm trying all these different things, and like that's just not really the case anymore, and I'm not going to pretend that it is. And I think that's why I've been struggling to come up with video ideas or even sit down to actually film a video, because it doesn't feel as authentic as it used to. Really, like, what it comes down to is that I'm finding that, like, I need to branch out and I need to focus my effort on different things for, like I said, many different reasons. Sort of like what's been going on with clean beauty. I just feel like there's such an explosion of products, and like we're falling into that trap of like, what's new, what's next, what's new, what's next. And then also just like for me, trying to find purpose through my channel, because as I mentioned, this is something that I do in my free time. So to spend your free time doing something that you don't feel super connected to or super fulfilled by, like, doesn't feel worth it, which I think you guys can like empathize with. So really trying to hone in and figure out what content is going to make me happy right now, and not worrying so much about being a part of like the machine that is content creation, and just doing what really feels right. And then I think also this like larger layer, which is me trying to unpack what beauty really is, and like how the like commercialized industry of beauty has affected my own perception of it, and not wanting to be a part of that. That doesn't mean that like I don't want to talk about makeup, I don't want to wear makeup. I think you can be two things. You can be two things simultaneously. And I feel like people always want to put someone in a box, but what I'm hoping to do with my channel and, you know, hopefully just moving forward is to not be stuck in a box, to be multifaceted. And I feel like that feels really important to me. So I'm gonna apply some lip liner really quick because I cannot do that while I'm talking to you guys. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit of gloss from Fit Glow. So in summary, I just want to feel like connected to my content again, and right now I'm feeling a disconnect from it. So I think I'm going to be trying some different things out. I think we are officially going to be branching out from makeup. I don't know what that means. So I hope that you will all stick around for kind of the next journey and me figuring out what content feels meaningful and purposeful for me right now. It's definitely going to be trial and error. I would love any of your input if there's something that's on your mind. How you're sort of feeling about the clean beauty industry or the beauty industry in general. And I just want to say a blanket statement, which I have said before in this video, but I just want to make it really clear that one, your value is 100% not in your looks. So don't ever let anyone or any industry try and tell you that. And two, you can't buy wellness. The real work that has to happen with wellness is mainly internally. And I think with the industry blowing up, there are so many people trying to tell you that if you just do this, it'll be better. And maybe that will help, but it's so tempting to gravitate towards a thing or something tangible that you feel like will solve your problem, when I've often found that the real work has to be done internally and takes much longer than, you know, trying out a product. It is a journey for sure. I don't even know if I made any sense, but I just felt like I need to come on here and talk. I'm happy to talk more about this. I feel like editing this video is going to be a beast. I don't even know if I connected any of the points, but I've just been feeling kind of off, and I've been seeing things in this space or like seeing behaviors from brands that's kind of upsetting. And I just want to say, like, when I started talking about clean beauty and conscious beauty, I feel like we are so far past that point. And with change, you know, some changes are obviously good and some things we've seen are incredible. And I think just the transparency and consciousness of people and consumers has like totally changed in, you know, the 3.5 years that I've been doing my YouTube channel, which I think is so insane and so wonderful and makes me so happy. I also think that there are some negatives that have come with the change, and I feel like authenticity is like one of those. And I think all of us have to strive to find our most authentic self, and I think I'm doing myself a disservice if I say that like every week on here I want to be talking to you guys about clean beauty and what's new and how you have to buy this. I mean, you guys have known that for a while. Like, I've always said, like, I probably won't be the first person to talk about something because I want to finish something first. And that has felt important to me. And I feel like I found myself getting lost a little bit and being like, should I be buying all of this stuff? Should I be doing everything faster? And I just had to like take a step back and realize that like that's not really what makes me happy, and that's obviously a very personal thing. But yeah, I want my channel to be something that makes me happy and something that I feel proud of and something that feels really meaningful to me. So stay tuned for whatever my channel looks like moving forward. Again, open to all of your feedback. Curious about what content you guys are consuming. I don't know what next week's video will be. Maybe it will be about clean beauty, maybe it won't. So I hope you guys will stick around. If not, totally understand. There are so many brilliant clean beauty YouTubers out there right now, so I don't think you will have trouble finding someone else to watch. But yeah, thank you guys for just letting me like word vomit throughout this entire video. This felt like it needed to happen. I want to be on the same page with you guys. I'm working through some things myself. I'm sure all of us are working through something in quarantine. But yeah, I'm sending a lot of love to all of you. Thank you for being so patient with me whenever I don't upload or don't post a photo or whatever. I really appreciate that. So everyone, stay healthy and stay happy. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next and what resonates with me and what I feel like I can contribute in a meaningful way to YouTube, which is a large platform. So that's it for me. I've been talking so much. I need some water. As I've said a million times, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And thank you for always keeping my channel such a positive place. Never, knock on wood, never been trolled. I've never had a nasty comment left about me, and which is like unheard of on the internet. So it's credit to all of you guys for keeping this such a wonderful outlet for me. And I'm excited to see what's next. So I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks again for watching. Bye.